We're on the road again. Yep. Headed to the store to get a piece of Schedule 80 conduit, 10 foot. Y'all stay tuned. We'll see you back at the cabin, okay? Doodles. Well, y'all, we are back with the conduit. Let's go cut through some pipe using...
I don't know. I was gonna try to do a better one, but I'll give up.
You're cutting through it. Well, y'all, with a little bit of elbow grease, 2 sticks, and some nylon thread, we cut through this PVC pipe.
Pull back on that wire. Hang on. Let's get it closer. All right, we gotta get the cleaner. All right. Close through.
Ta-da.
Right hand. Yeah, the gas-powered machine that we were going to rent when we got over there was busted. So we're doing it the old-fashioned way. But you know what? That's the only way to build muscle, right? Can't do it with one of them gas-powered machines. You got a screwdriver? Well, good morning. I'll tell you what, friends, it takes quite a bit of lumber to finish a building. So we've got this big old butt log down here from the tree that we've been working on. I'll meet you down here because we're getting ready to saw it up. For those of you that may be wondering, that much sawdust right there came from a tree this size, which is about 23 by 23. Alright guys, just to show you on the small end up here, I don't have a whole lot left right there. And we are maxed out on the back. Look here, couldn't even get to the side of it. So this is where we're having to put it. Check that out. Yeah, check out those lines. Yeah, baby. Oh, and by the way, friends, there's a guy down in Texas that loves to watch this channel. And by the way, Charlie, we all know that you're not 49, but you could still come up here because I've got 12 boards that I need to stack over there, just saying. Well, friends, we got 8 2x6s, and we got 18 of the 1x10s, and then I got a couple of pieces underneath. One of them's a 2x, the other's a 1x that I can actually cut for something. Well guys, today is the day that Patrick has to go back. We thought we would walk down here to Jennifer's and check it out just before we got ready to leave, but I think he wanted to jump on here and tell you what was his most favorite part of this whole week's adventure.
Cutting a pipe with nylon string.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, it creates so much friction it just burns its way right through there. Of
I've
course,
never seen that done before.
sometimes you have to take the string breaks and you have to get a new one put on there, but it's definitely a way to do that. So we'll meet you down here. Looks like it rained pretty good last night. That creek is pretty full. Yeah, everything looks pretty normal. So we're heading back up to the top of the hill. Got to make sure that the dogs can't get out. And we're going to jump in the truck and head out and meet Jennifer. She's actually going to be the one that's going to drive him to the airport.
So I'll see y'all in a couple of months.
He says he's coming back in May, guys. So, well, Patrick is home safe and sound now. And I was thinking that, you know, my priorities might change again. Jennifer has a little less than a month to get out of the house that they sold. So there's a list of things that are going to have to be done down here that some of them she might could hire done, and then the others they have refused to do, or you can't find anybody to do it. I'm going to have to get the septic hookup, which I think that's going to fall on us. The water hookup, I think that they're coming to do that at some point. The electrical, like the plugs, the switches, and the lights, she's going to have to pick out what lights she wants, but all of that has to be tied in. The windows that we did in the last video, she wanted to get those painted, although it doesn't have to be done for her to move in. Tubs, the showers, and the toilets, those are going to have to be set, and I don't know if they have a plumber to do that or not. Then the flooring, I think that's going to take place in a couple of weeks. The doors, she could get by with not having a few of the doors hung, like on the closets and so forth. And then the HVAC, that's going to have to be hooked up. But anyway, I came down here to measure for the septic just to kind of get an idea of what size pipe we were going to have to get. Well, it looks like they have enough material down here to do it, because you can see the plumbing right there. To the right of it is where the wall is. So that pipe is sitting like right in here, okay? Now if you look at the step down of that footer right there compared to the next one, I'd say it's probably 4 or 5 inches right there of dirt. So we can tunnel under and come right over into the septic tank right here. I'll have to cut it back as far as I can away from the wall. That way it will shoot down, and then we're going to have some fall going to the septic tank. But we don't have to have too much, because I don't think it's that deep under the ground since they haven't put topsoil on here yet. But that's going to be one of the projects that I think that I'm going to have to, or that I inherited, that I'm going to have to do before that they'll sign off on the house. I took my planer and I went across all of the joints to level them out really good. So I need to get all of that cleaned up, and then I think I'm going to start digging around that septic tank, get that hooked up. They are coming to do her water. I know that for a fact. They believe that the HVAC is going to be done. I think the plumbing is hired. Like I said, she's going to have to pick out all of those holes or canisters that you see up there in the ceiling. All those are going to have to be filled with something. And all of the plugs still yet have to be done, as well as wall switches. But I told her that some of the stuff like the baseboards could wait until she got moved in, since she's in a pinch to get out, and they still have to pack everything and move as well. Well, I think we've got a pretty straight shot up to the wall there where we need to go. And we are sloped down to get into the septic. So that means I'm going to have to bring something down to mark that wall where the pipe's going to go in. And then I think what I'll do is drill several holes. That way it'll be kind of easy to knock out and get that pipe through the wall, get it connected and into the septic, and we can stick a fork in that and call it done. Well, she's got quite a bit of rebar right there that we got moved. We got all the stuff taken off of that. We put on one pallet right here and the other pallet over there.
Y'all, it's getting closer. And once again, Dad saves the day.
I bet you'll never guess where I'm heading. Well, so now you know. They had to go down here and take a sponge bath before we go and settle in for the evening. Anyway, Jennifer and Stephen, they left. They brought me some supplies so that I can work tomorrow. Well guys, I believe that the countertop people are here, so we're going to run down and check out and see what her new countertop looks like. Alright friends, before they take it off, this is what Jennifer's countertops are going to look like. Well, I've got to run up here and get them a generator because they don't have any power for their saws. So we'll go up here, grab one, take it back down there, and then I'm working on getting the septic tank hooked up through the wall. So we had to buy a longer chisel to be able to reach back in there in the wall. So I'll meet y'all back down there. All right, friends, so yesterday I drilled 14 holes, drilled it with that, and then we used that small chisel right there. The only thing is it was so short it was kind of hard to hang on to and hit with the hammer. So we got that longer one to be able to hopefully get through the wall. So as you can see, we're about that far in there now. So if I take this and hold this up here, I'm more than halfway through that concrete, so I don't have very far to go. So I'm going to go ahead and take my hat off, get the hammer, and we'll see how far we can make it through the wall. I believe we're about to get through it, guys. Looks like it. Well friends, we are now hooked up officially and on the inside as well. I've still got to get a gasket for that right there to go around the pipe. And I've got to get some concrete or something to seal that hole up right there. Well friends, that's what her countertops look like. He's finishing cleaning up in here. So I think it's going to look pretty nice when they're done. Well friends, I've got that sealed up now. All I got to get is the rubber gasket for that end. So I think it's going to work. I've never done this before, but I think it worked out okay. Anyway guys, I think I'm going to end the video right here. So we'll see you on the next one with however much we can get done. Thanks so much for stopping by. We really do appreciate it. Y'all take care.